Hello my dear students and welcome to today's lesson. 9A, read, C and D, plus vocabulary for grade 9. Students book pages 96 and 97. Let's get started. Let's start with the learning objectives. Students will be able to 1. Match two halves to make 5 sentences about money and banking after scanning the dialogues. 2. Identify the person or the persons in each situation after scanning the dialogues. 3. Use 5 words related to money and banking in meaningful sentences. Now open your student's book page 96. Exercise C. Read again and match the two halves of the sentences. As you see here, we have the first halves and here we have the second halves. We are going to read or scan the dialogues, then match these two halves together. Now, pause the video, read the two halves, then match. Now let's read the dialogues and you can follow the speaker. Let's start.
Module 9. Facts and Figures. 9A. 1. Read. 1.
I won't be too long, Steve. I want to withdraw some money because I'm broke. Oh no! It won't accept my PIN.
Maybe you entered it incorrectly. Try again.
I'm confused. I don't remember it.
It happens. Too many numbers to remember nowadays. I usually use my son's date of birth or something like that.
No, that's not it either.
Careful, that was your second time. If you enter another wrong PIN, it will swallow your card.
It's no use, Steve. I need a favour. I have to get something from the bookshop. So, could I borrow...
I'm a little short of cash myself. I only have £20, but you can have it.
That's enough money to buy what I want. Thanks.
2.
Good morning. How may I help you?
I'd like to change some euros into British pounds. What's the exchange rate?
£1 is €1.10.
OK, well, I think I will need about £450. Is €500 enough?
Yes. Do you mind if I give you £50 notes?
No, that's fine.
3.
Excuse me, am I old enough to open a savings account on my own? I'm 18.
Have you got your ID with you?
Yes.
Then there's no problem.
Do your savings accounts come with debit cards?
Yes, we give you a debit card free of charge.
Great. When I pay for things with a debit card, the amount is taken directly from my account, right?
Exactly. And online banking is included.
That's useful.
You will have to make a deposit into your new account, though.
OK, no problem.
We'll take care of that right after you fill out this form.
OK, thank you.
After scanning the dialogues, pause the video, then match. Now let's check your answers. Number 1. When you put your card in an ATM, excellent my students, it's with B. It asks for your PIN. Number 2. When you enter your PIN 3 times incorrectly, very good my students, it's with E. The ATM will swallow your card. Number 3. When you exchange money, good job, my students. It's with D. You change money from one currency to another. 4. When you want to open a savings account, very good, my students. It's with A. You usually have to fill out a form. 5. When you pay by debit card, excellent, my students. It's with C. Money is taken directly from your account. Well done, my students. Let's move to exercise D in the student's book, page 96. In this exercise, we are going to identify the person or the persons in each situation after scanning the dialogues. So, read again and answer the questions. Write L for Larry, S for Steve, B for Bob, M for Max, E for Eric, and F for Fred. Which person? 1. Which person is going to receive money? 2. Which person is going to receive a card? 3. Which person can't use a service? 4. Which person has to give personal information? Now, pause the video, scan the dialogues, then answer. After scanning the dialogues, let's check your answers. Number 1. Which person is going to receive money? Excellent, my students. Larry, Bob, and Max. Can you find the clues in the dialogues to justify your answer? Excellent, my students. It's here. When Steve said to Larry, I only have 20 pounds, but you can have it. Larry, that's enough money to buy what I want, thanks. Then Max said, okay, well, I think I will need about 450 pounds. Is 500 euros enough? Yes. Do you mind if I give you 50-pound notes? Well done, my students. Number 2. Which person is going to receive a card? Excellent, my students. Eric. Can you find a clue in the dialogue to justify your answer? Excellent, my students. It's here. When Fred said, we give you a debit card free of charge. And Eric said, great. When I pay for things with a debit card, the amount is taken directly from my account. Right. Good job, my students. Number 3. Which person can't use a service? Very good, my students. Larry. Can you find a clue in the dialogue to justify your answer? That's right. It's here. Good job, my students. Number 4. Which person has to give personal information? Excellent, my students. Eric. Can you find a clue in the dialogue to justify your answer? Excellent, my students. When Fred said, have you got your ID with you? Eric, yes. Fred, we'll take care of that right after you fill out this form. Eric? Okay, thank you. Well done, my students. This is a post-reading activity in the student's book, page 96. Over to you. Discuss. Have you got a savings account? If yes, how often do you make deposits? The second question. How do you feel about using ATMs and why? Now, pause the video, think, then answer. Now let's check your answers. Here I have some suggested answers for you. You can compare them with your answers. Now let's move to the second part of our lesson today, which is vocabulary. In the student's book, page 97. 2. Vocabulary. Read the tip on the right, here. What do the words in the box mean? These words. Are they verbs or nouns? Then complete the sentences. Here we have 8 sentences. You can use some of the words twice. Let's read the tip. Keep in mind that some words can have more than one meaning. Also, some words can be both verbs and nouns. Now, pause the video, then answer these 2 questions. What do the words in the box mean? Are they verbs or nouns? Now let's check your answers. Note. It is a noun, which means piece of paper money. Bill. It is a noun, which means a written list showing how much you have to pay for services you have received or work that has been done. For example, phone bill. The next word is change, and it has 2 meanings. The first one, it is a noun, which means the money that you get back when you have paid for something, giving more money than the amount it costs. The second meaning, it is a noun, which means coins rather than paper money. The next word is check, and it is a noun, which means a printed form that you can write on and sign as a way of paying for something instead of using money. The last word is charge, and it has 2 meanings. The first one is a verb, and the second one is a noun. The first one, charge, is a verb, which means to ask for an amount of money for goods or a service. The second one, it is a noun, which means the amount of money that somebody asks for goods and services. Now, let's complete the sentences with these words. And you can use some of the words twice. Pause the video, then complete. Let's check your answers. Number 1. How much did they charge for the repairs to your car? Number 2. Here is your change, £10 and 50 cents. The receipt is in the bag. 3. A. That was a great meal. Would you like some dessert? No, I'm full. Let's ask for the bill. Number 4. Delivery is free of charge. Good job, my students. Number 5. I got a huge telephone bill. How am I going to pay for it? 6. Could you break a 20-pound note? 7. You can pay in cash, by credit card, or by check. 8. Have you got any change? I want to buy a soft drink. Well done, my students. Okay, my students, this is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching and goodbye.